Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Coleman.
Yeah.
The world don't move to the beat of just one drum. One might be right for
Hey,
you.
Gary.
Hey, how you doing,
May
man?
not be right for some. A man is born. He's a
half
man.
wishing I wasn't.
Really?
Then along
Yeah,
comes-
Hey, did you hear the theme song?
Yes, I wish you'd shut the hell up.
Yeah.
There you go.
Do you get tired of talking about different strokes and all that stuff? You get sick of hearing about it all these years?
Of course, it's 30 years gone now. Almost.
Imagine doing something when you were a fucking kid, and then all of a sudden, people still
Right.
telling you about it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. You know, it was what it was, and it is what it is. Hindsight's 2020. You don't know nothing until 20 years later.
Yeah.
You don't find nothing out until 20 years later. We had our up days and our down days, just like any kids would.
Yeah, and
That's the truth.
was that kind of a stereotype to you for that role, and kind of made getting other roles harder after that?
No. I'm 41 years old, and you got to realize what the reality is. I am 4 foot 8 inches tall. There ain't gonna be a whole lot of work for me.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that's just the truth.
Was that hard to deal with? Have you dealt with it completely, or are you still kind of like,
I'm still bitter about it.
shit, why the hell, why?
Well, it's not quite that bad, but I'm in this body. I don't have a choice.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
So I guess it's like at least you've stayed working for all these years, and people still know who you are. A lot of people start out young, and then all of a sudden they have a great role, and then you never hear from them again. And there's still nowhere you can go in the country where you're not recognized.
Hopefully that don't happen to you. You crack me up.
Oh, thanks, man.
Oh, you like
Thank
Jimmy
you.
Norton?
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's pretty
thanks,
funny.
man.
Oh,
Great.
yeah, I saw your
Great.
special.
Another celebrity that likes and knows
Crack
Jimmy.
my ass up.
Oh, thanks, man.
Well, see,
DVD of what? The latest project?
Yeah.
yeah, and then it was done in we did it in Texas, and I just don't have anything really good to say about it. It's like one of
God bless you. Jesus Christ, an honest answer, finally.
Finally. It took 14 years.
An honest
bless you,
answer
Gary.
from somebody.
We have a new friend, Gary Coleman.
Well, I could get.
God
one
bless
of my
you.
problems with me is I am honest. I am candid, and I have a lot of candor. And the only reason I'm really here with you right now is because they have a check waiting for me.
You gotta love him.
That's fantastic.
But your candor and stuff like that has caused some problems in the past.
Of course it has.
seems like every time, I don't know why you became the guy that had to be in the news about causing shit. And do you find people are compelled with just giving you a hard time for some reason?
Yes.
Why is that?
I don't know. I've been trying to figure that out now. Let's see. I've been an actor 35 years, and at least 30 of those I've had to deal with crap.
You sued your parents at one point. That was public. Did you guys ever make up? Did you win that, or is it still like you really talk to them?
What happened with that? God, you going way back too.
Yeah, it's just
No, it's what happened with that is
It's
the
gonna start
insurance
hating your
companies gave me $1.5 million, and we settled out of court. $1.5 million out of $18 million. Yeah, right.
Oh, wow. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it still hurts.
sure, man.
Yeah, it still hurts. But you know what? You just move on. You do midgets and mascots to pay the mortgage.
So you guys never made up. You're completely separated from.
Oh yeah. There's nothing there. I mean, hell, I'm 41 years old. Who's still hanging out with their parents when they're 41?
Yeah, I avoid mine. So what kind of? Look, you've obviously had a run. I'm sure you've hooked up with a lot of girls over the years. It's got to be one.
No,
plus.
you've hooked up with a lot more girls than I have.
Yeah, but not for free. I mean, it does. I don't count. Yeah. I mean, thank God for Craigslist.
I've limited myself to maybe a half dozen different dates and girls over the years, and of course now I'm married.
How long you been married, Gary?
A little over a year. And it's definitely one of the hardest jobs that you'll ever love.
Really?
Oh yeah.
So you're happy being married, but it's a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah. I'm happy being married because you got that companionship, and you have someone there that you trust and that loves you and you love them. But it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. By the way, it doesn't matter how tall you are. That's always the case. It's good
tough.
and it sucks.
you gotta be prepared. You have to be prepared mentally, physically, monetarily.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be
How
prepared.
did you guys meet?
I was doing another crappy movie in Salt Lake City. It's called Church Ball.
Wasn't a good one.
Well, let's just say it was like giving apes cameras and lights.
Did you get screwed on like royalty money for Different Strokes? Did you have a deal like that?
No, the money just trickles in. It just kind of shows up all of a sudden.
Yeah, but you're still getting like,
Well, what
some change
happens
for
is
that.
they just put it in one big check. Mm-hmm. Like if 2 or 3 European countries buy 2 or 3 seasons, they will put all those little $2 and $3 and 18 cents
Seems
all
like it should be
together.
more than
and-
that, though.
No.
Christ, you were the star of the goddamn show. I'm very focused on you. And,
Yeah,
you know.
I didn't like that crap. I'm not into starring and stuff. I don't like being a star. I'm not into it. I'm not into being a celebrity. I'm not cut out of that mold. I'm not cut
Really?
out of that world. I am small town Midwest, and I always will be, despite what my wife may say or what anyone else will say.
When you were working you worked as a security guard for a while. Was that just you were tired of the business, or was it just nothing coming in? And it's got to be hard because
It's
you're
both.
You're very recognizable.
Well, you can't just sit around and not pay your rent.
Right.
They'll just take the apartment away from you. So yeah, it was actually both.
And you're getting recognized on the job. That's got to be a strange.
No, I was actually security in parking lots and
Okay.
gatehouses and fancy neighborhoods. They'd make me watch furniture. I mean, just the stupid stuff.
Yeah, I don't
Fortunately,
understand why this part of you hasn't been captured for some kind of fucking show.
Yeah, have you ever written a book? I was just thinking of that. Is there a book?
Oh, people have been chasing me down for a book for 10 years. I ain't got nothing to write about.
No?
Well, I think you
Why?
do.
You
I
just-
think you really do.
You just
Yeah.
did
You
3
know-
chapters on our show alone.
You want an honest celebrity, which is not
Yeah.
common.
Yeah,
They're
you might
usually
not think
fucking-
so, but
very
yeah,
rare.
To be honest like that and to really be open to answer a lot of questions.
I'm such an honest celebrity. Other celebrities bother me.
Really?
Yeah, I wish I could just grenade their ass every time they do something stupid.
Do you understand that's a chapter? Celebrities I'd like to throw a grenade at, and you fucking write that. It'd be all over Drudge. People would talk about who is this monster that we fell in love with 30 years ago? He hates everyone. Dude, that's a fucking best-selling book.
That is good, man. Do you feel like, aside from the monetary thing with the parents and stuff, do you feel that as a kid you were just exploited? And I mean, your childhood.
All kids are exploited in the business.
Do you think it's still that way? Because I did a show called Lucky Louie, and there was a kid on the show, Kelly, and the way they protected her, like, because there was really strong language on the show, so every time there was like only in rehearsal we wouldn't curse, only on the live thing, so she only had to hear it once, and then she was only brought in for her scene. She was brought out. She was schooling. I mean, they really went out of their way to take care of her.
Well, it's gotten better. It's gotten better. It's just taken 20 years, but it's gotten better.
But it was awful. They would work you shit hours and.
Oh, I've worked. I worked 16 hours before as a kid. Yeah.
And God,
Where are the adults? Where are the parents?
Yeah.
Who the hell knows? Probably, the parents are probably getting, 50s in their palms, and
on
the
benders.
the studio teacher is getting 50s in his palm.
Did you resent anything at the time, or like as you were a kid, were you like, "Fuck, I just want to play"? Give me a
Dude,
break.
wouldn't you resent working 16 hours?
When you started out doing the show till the time it was canceled, I guess. Once it was canceled, did you miss it? Were you like, 'cause
Oh,
it was such
hell no.
a part of your life, though? It was such a part of your
I
life.
couldn't wait to get on a plane to get the hell out of L.A.
Really?
I was burning rubber on my shoes.
Yeah.
Wow, really?
Oh, God, no.
How many-
Else now?
Were you
your
starting to
parents-
get scripts like those very special episodes where you were just like, Jesus Christ, this is supposed to be a comedy show? And
Some celebrity comes in.
well, the
or
big one,
some-
of course, was the first lady at the time, Nancy Reagan.
You know what? I was sick of that episode after the third day.
that was the whole anti-drug message that was going on. That just say no.
Yeah, like that works.
Meanwhile, half the cast is fucking looped. It's fucked up.
Yeah, I probably, me and Conrad are, not, I can say this now. Me and Conrad are probably the only ones that have always said no.
Oh, really?
Yeah.